matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is bound to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Perkins. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing you've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him, a little slippery with all those juke moves. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Off play action. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Looking for a man. It's Burks. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. Fourth down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big fourth down conversion.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Gonzalez. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Working the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To throw, it's Perkins. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Unloads it left. It's complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now, you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. He's the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Makes the grab. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Wildcats with the first and 10. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point here will tie the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Here's a heat. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Buys a little time with his feet. Complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Zings it complete to the right. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires left. Got a man, it's Porter. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
Turning it on! They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Perkins. Rushes on him. Made a defender miss. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Back to throw, it's Burks. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll throw on third and short. Unloads it downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Dumps it to the back. It's complete.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Slips one guy, now look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit, and Nick will pick up there.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, heading to the field. To the air, it's Burks. Back open in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Rides to back and leaves it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and 4th or 3rd down and goal situation.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know, the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Kansas State quick to the line.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Wants to throw. It's Burks. Gets it out fast. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting him go.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Look out, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Perkins. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good.
And the quarterback caught up to to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a throw downfield late. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Wildcats want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Perkins. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.